Hi, I'm Chelsea Gronick, a holistic nutritionist and a gluten-free diet expert. Have you ever wondered if you should go on a gluten-free diet, but were confused about whether it's just a fad? Have you seen all the new gluten-free recipes on the internet and wondered what all the hype was about? Well, today I'm going to explain what the latest research actually says about gluten-free diets. Over the last year, we've seen an explosion of news articles and popular media coverage around gluten-free diets. Many are now suggesting that gluten sensitivity, also known as non-celiac gluten sensitivity or gluten intolerance, is a myth. But just last month, the Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology and Hepatology published a new randomized controlled trial that validated non-celiac gluten sensitivity as a legitimate condition. Now, this was a double-blind, placebo-controlled trial, which is the type of study we like to see the most because these are considered the gold standard of medical evidence. The researchers enrolled 61 participants that didn't have celiac disease or wheat allergy, but had self-identified gluten sensitivity. The subjects were then randomly assigned to two groups. One was given a capsule with 4.4 grams of gluten each day, which is roughly the amount of gluten in about 2 slices of white bread. The other group was given a placebo capsule containing only rice starch. Both groups followed a gluten-free diet in addition to taking their capsules. After 1 week, the participants then crossed over into the other group so that those that received the gluten capsules during the first week got the rice starch for the second week and vice versa. The researchers found that when the participants took the gluten capsules, their symptoms significantly worsened, both intestinal symptoms like bloating and abdominal pain, but also other non-GI related symptoms like depression, brain fog, and canker sores. So this study shows that gluten sensitivity is indeed real and that a gluten-free diet is not just a fad. It's important to point out, though, that non-celiac gluten sensitivity is not the same thing as celiac disease, which is an autoimmune reaction to gluten, and it's not the same thing as a wheat allergy, which is an allergic type reaction to wheat. Some estimates suggest that gluten sensitivity affects as many as 1 out of 20 people, and the most recent definition of non-celiac gluten sensitivity is that it's a reaction to gluten that resolves when gluten is removed from the diet and when celiac disease and wheat allergy have been ruled out. There really aren't any great tests currently available to determine if you have gluten sensitivity. So how can you find out if you're sensitive to gluten? The gold standard for determining if gluten-free diet is right for you is an elimination diet. So this involves eliminating gluten from your diet 100% for at least 30 days. After 30 days, you reintroduce gluten back into your diet and monitor your body for any symptoms. If your symptoms improve during the 30-day elimination period and return when you reintroduce gluten, you likely have gluten sensitivity. Now, if you'd like more guidance on how to properly complete an elimination diet, you'll want to check out the program I designed called the 30-Day Metabolic Reset. In this online program, I take you through a 30-day elimination diet so you can discover which foods you might be sensitive to, including gluten. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'd like to invite you to check out the link in the bottom right-hand corner of this video to learn more about the 30-Day Metabolic Reset program. Thanks.